Are you familiar with response to intervention, or RTI? Have you ever wondered what Tier 1 instruction is? Hi, I'm Julia Ferrari. I'm an expert on learning disabilities and education at the LD Institute, and I'm passionate about ensuring that students with LDs reach their full potential. Today, I'm going to talk to you about implementing Tier 1 instruction in your classroom. RTI is a framework for efficiently meeting the needs of all students, in particular those with or at risk for learning disabilities. If you would like to learn more about RTI, please check out our video titled Response to Intervention. What is Tier 1? Tier 1 refers to the first level of the multi-tier intervention system, the bottom of the pyramid. Tier 1 is core classroom instruction in the regular curriculum. In Tier 1, all students receive high-quality, evidence-based instruction provided by qualified teachers in the regular classroom. As well, teachers should strive to have positive and supportive relationships with all students. Positive relationships are important for student engagement and achievement in school, as well as for respectful peer interactions. What strategies can I use in Tier 1? It is important to use a range of evidence-based practices in Tier 1 to ensure that instruction is effective and meets the needs of most students, approximately 80 to 90%. Evidence-based practices are those instructional strategies that have been tested and proven to be effective by research. If fewer than 80% of students benefit or make gains from Tier 1 instruction, this suggests that instruction may be inadequate and calls into question the adequacy of the strategies being used and their implementation. Teachers have the power to choose effective strategies to use in Tier 1 that can have a positive impact on their students' learning. Here are examples of 5 evidence-based strategies. Formative assessments. These are assessments for learning, which can take place either before instruction begins or while learning is in progress. Teachers should use formative assessments to plan instruction. These can include observations, conferences and discussion with the student, self-evaluations, and learning portfolios. Questioning. Questioning is a crucial part of good teaching practice. Teachers can use questioning techniques to ensure comprehension and to ascertain a student's level of comprehension, for example, superficial versus in-depth. Corrective feedback. One of the ways students learn is by receiving feedback on their performance. Giving students specific feedback not only helps them correct their errors, but it ensures that students understand where they went wrong so that they don't continue to make the same error in the future. Cumulative review. Monthly, weekly, or even daily review of what has been taught is important to help students consolidate their knowledge. Explicit instruction. Explicit instruction consists of a structured instructional sequence of modeling, guided practice, and independent practice. This is a versatile strategy that can be used across all tiers. For more information on explicit instruction, please check out our video titled Response to Intervention, Tier 2. These are powerful strategies because they are effective for all students, including those with learning disabilities. How can I meet my students' diverse learning needs in Tier 1? Inclusive classrooms tend to be incredibly diverse in terms of students' academic skills, linguistic ability, behavior, and background knowledge. It can be overwhelming for teachers to plan instruction for such a diverse group. The following 2 evidence-based principles are at the core of effective Tier 1 instruction and help to ensure that the needs of all students are met. Universal Design for Learning. Universal Design for Learning, or UDL, is a framework that guides the design of instruction. By considering the goals, assessments, methods, as well as the materials from the outset, rather than trying to modify a lesson after the fact, we can more readily meet the needs of all students. This means that teachers need to consider the why, what, and how of learning when they initially plan and conceptualize lessons. Differentiating instruction is the principle of planning instruction based on knowledge of the learner. Here are 5 DI strategies that are effective in Tier 1. 1. Provide choice. This ensures that all students are engaged. 2. Start where the students are by providing instruction that is just right, not too easy and not too hard, or in the student's zone of proximal development, all students can learn. 3. Form flexible, heterogeneous groups based on abilities, interests, or other characteristics. 4. Provide a variety of response formats to ensure all students can respond meaningfully. For example, orally, in writing, or using multimedia technologies. 5. Use multi-level texts. Provide texts on the same topic at multiple different reading levels to ensure that all students can access the curriculum. What about struggling students? All students are screened 3 times per year in the fall, winter, and spring to establish an academic and behavioral baseline and to identify students who are struggling and need additional support. Students who are identified as being at risk are monitored closely using a validated progress monitoring system such as curriculum-based measures, or CBM, for up to 8 weeks. At the end of this period, students who do not show adequate progress would move to Tier 2 to receive more intensive instruction in their area of need. Tier 1 instruction consists of high-quality, evidence-based instruction for all students in the regular classroom. It involves universal screening of all students 3 times per year, as well as progress monitoring of students who are at risk. For more information about tiered instruction, check out our videos on implementing Tier 2 and Tier 3. As well, you can find information about RTI more generally in our introductory video titled Response to Intervention.